Okay, 1-1 against Sheffield Wednesday. You must be happy how your consistency is against the top of the table this season.
Yeah, I think, you know, we've said before, some games have that little bit more edge than others, and that had a big edge to it, coming here, big club, top three, thinking they're going to get automatic promotion. So it sets your players up right, and you'd be really disappointed if they didn't respond to that. But our players did respond, and very, very positive too. So it was a good, entertaining game right the way through the afternoon, and I'd be very surprised if anybody actually left even with a couple of minutes to go, because it was still right in the balance.
Well, they brought up enough people to dominate the stadium. Did well not to let that get to you and get intimidated with that.
I think that lifts players, you know. I think that, you know, whether they're shouting for you or not, the atmosphere in the ground was really strong, and it was obviously very much biased towards the away team. And you know, we'd have liked a bit more probably response from our boys, but they kind of sit and watch the game a little bit. But the players certainly responded to that, and that's the main thing. That we responded very positively to that. So no, we're not going to let that get us down. And I think the biggest part was just after Sheffield Wednesday had equalised, in the next 15 minutes we had to stay strongly with that game, because that was one where, had we conceded another, we just might have conceded another one, and so on and so on. But we didn't, and that was the good part about it for my team.
With Bournemouth probably underperforming in the league, what are you expecting from the game of the weekend?
Well, we've got good players, the same as us. They'll probably say the same about us, you know, that we've had this spell where we could have gone a bit higher in the division. We haven't, they haven't. And on a day we can play well, and so can Bournemouth, and we've got to make sure that we have massive respect for them. They will see us as a little bit of a threat. We've been a wee bit better away from home, so we know this is an awkward football match, and we want to try and get ourselves a win. You know, we put some good performances together with not enough wins in recent matches, so if we can go to Bournemouth and get a win, that would be a very strong result.
With a few games left, are you maybe looking towards maybe put a few youth players in, seeing how they get on in the first team?
Not necessarily, because I've not got too many ready to do that. You know, if they were, then I'd possibly think about it, but we think there's another year or two needed to be worked on with those guys, and that as well as lift people, you can knock them back, and I certainly don't want to do that with these young fellas. You know, there are tough 3 matches, and you know, we could go to Notts County at the end, and they're still trying to get in the playoffs. So we've got these games to be absolutely top respectful, and the last thing I want to do is cause problems to my young kids.
Is there any contract news to hear of?
Not really. The offers have gone out to the players here. I'm just really waiting on them coming back to me. They're in the driving seat really. You know, if they're out of contract, they can talk to other clubs and see what they want to do. But I've made my moves quite early with those guys, and I'm just really waiting to see what they want to do. Okay, thank you, gentlemen. Thank you, guys. Thank you very much. Nice.